welcome back after a significant break.
That's significant.
A 2 week break.
A 2 week break, yeah. Neither were planned.
No. We genuinely did try to do this, but
yeah.
it was a mixture of logistics and
internet in Austria. Then there was
laziness.
holidays. Then I was away.
Yeah.
Then I came back. Then I was gone to a funeral.
Yes.
So we had loads to do.
Yeah,
and this is what happens
yeah.
when we don't have a producer to hold shit together.
Yeah, and we like to bring the fact that it needs to be the two of us. We're not gonna substitute in people.
Yeah.
Like have a word do and dilute the product. So it has to be the two of us. So yeah, apologies for that. I was in Austria and then Venice. Cullen killed a cunt and had to attend his funeral.
And I was in jail.
And you were in jail. And
Had a break for the border.
But anyway, we're back. And I think this is going to be a good episode. We've got a cracking film. Before we get... We'll chat in a minute about what we've been up to. But I forgot how much I loved this week's film.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It is genuinely, I think... I thought Anchorman was the best comedy of the past 30 years.
It's not.
I think Hangover might beat it.
Yeah, it did. I prefer Anchorman.
Really?
But narrowly. Yeah, I do. But I don't think both of them come close to Superbad for me.
That's another one that's...
I think Superbad's my favourite. If I had to choose one that I think is the best, it's Superbad every time. But this is up there. This is very good.
Is this our third Todd Phillips?
what Todd Phillips podcast? Okay, so we had what
we've done Road Trip.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
We've done
Old school road trip in this.
And this is our third. He is our most popular director so far. We've not even done a Tarantino film yet.
3 Todd Phillips.
Have we done a Scorsese?
Yeah.
We've got Goodfellas. We've done Goodfellas.
Okay.
But 3 Todd Phillips films.
Next week is Joker Part 2. Whatever that is.
Oh, have you seen that? What do you think of the trailer for Joker?
Oh God, I've
Joker.
never seen the most.
What is it? Fall?
Yeah, I can't remember. I just said Part 2, but no, I thought I've never seen such a it's a nice shot. With the lips, the lips cut on the screen. It's a nice shot, but I've never seen so many people lose their mind over basic film.
It must be fairly easy to get that shot.
That's not that's a nice shot.
Yeah.
But when the people blew that out, mad Joker fans. It's a lot of people that think that's an unbelievable film. I'm not saying it's a bad film. I never really liked it that much.
What, the original Joker?
Yeah, it was all right. It was good, but it was a bad Taxi Driver.
Aye.
And then I know they try to do bits and bobs kind of related to Taxi Driver, but it's just such a shot that everybody really was saying things oh my God, what a masterpiece we have in our mind. I'm like, fuck me, can you just calm down? It was just you matched up lipstick with your face.
Yeah. It didn't give the hint that it's that much of a musical in the trailer either.
Well, Lady Gaga, isn't
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
What's your opinions on Lady Gaga?
I hate her.
Really? Why?
I fucking think I hate her music.
Why?
I hate her music, first of all. Right. First of all, her music it's just painfully. I just fucking hate it. It goes right through me. Her voice goes through me.
Do you not think that she's a Madonna of our times?
All right, well, I hated Madonna too.
You hate Madonna?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yep.
Madonna is probably the finest female solo singer of the past 50 years.
You're fucking chatting at your vagine.
So say another one.
Planet. Enya.
Enya.
Enya. That's no questions. Next.
Who's that lassie that did, I'm going out, I'm yelling timber?
I don't know. Cascada? It wasn't Cascada.
Cascada?
Cascada is the greatest voice of the last 50 years.
Madonna, some of Madonna's stuff's amazing.
Do you know what my favourite Madonna song is? Beautiful Stranger. I love that song.
From Austin Powers.
I love that song so much. That was my favourite Madonna song, which I know is probably not. I reckon that would upset Madonna fans,
Oh, aye. But
yeah, banger.
Gaga.
Lady Gaga, hate her.
Has like, I'm on the edge
fucking
of glory.
I'm not going to go into
Baby,
it.
I was born this way.
That
Fucking great
She doesn't.
stuff.
It doesn't fucking sing it like that. Doesn't sing it like it's prime Springsteen.
Carry mine and read my
That's the worst song.
face.
That's right up there, the worst songs of all time.
Let's dance.
Oh, I'm getting mad. Also, remember what she did about in House of Gucci?
I know, but you've got a big beef with House of Gucci.
I
so-
do, yeah, but yeah, well, I only got beef with it because it's dog shit.
Yeah.
But and we'll get to that film when it comes. But she does a thing where she improvises. It's much like when everybody
Yeah,
lost
she does
in
the.
yeah.
Yeah.
We did this and this, and Father Son House of Gucci, and she went, I can't believe I didn't win the Oscar essentially, and it was just like, just go away. Put on a bird outfit and sing your stupid songs. Like, get out of my life.
Just wear a bird outfit.
I presume, man. I've never been
It
to her
was
shows.
It was a. It was
She'll
a-
dress up as a bird
was a
most
s-
shows.
No, it was not. Did she do the meet? Was she not? She not got an award ceremony dressed?
Oh,
as
meat
like
suit.
like a steak.
No, it's not a meat suit.
I don't think there was any meat involved, but she looked like meat.
I thought she was.
Was it actual meat?
I thought she was only in meat. But then again, I thought it was against meat. Wouldn't that be the.
Nah, you can't because that wouldn't.
Yeah.
With the heat in Hollywood, meat would go off very, very quickly.
Yeah, it's
so.
stinking.
And where are you
Just
keeping it
what's
before?
that
Like
smell?
you can't,
Lady Gaga in the corner.
You can't turn up in the morning and on the red carpet. What are you wearing? A butcher's.
yeah. Lloyd's Butchers. What are you wearing? I don't know, but it feels like at least 4 animals. 4 different animals.
So how was your 2 weeks been?
It's all meat, but then it's just like they haven't cut it properly. It's just like a squirrel's head hanging out of one of the slabs of meat in her arse. Cut that off, will you?
Yeah. How's your 2 weeks been, Ryan?
Ugh. Oh well, I'll tell you the parts. I told you about the thing in funeral, but I'll tell you about the parts where I kept hurting myself. Right. So number 1, I dived over the foster cat. Were you here for that one?
No.
So I dived over the foster cat because I was about to stand on her back, and I jumped into a shelf with a hook on it.
Oh no, we had that last time.
That's right. You had the thing. Well, did I tell you about the cyst I have in my face?
No.
It's actually.
I can still see it.
It's down now. That's it down. It's going down, but I have to go back in tomorrow to have it drained. Basically, there's a cyst in the bottom of my jaw, and I think I've broke my toe as well.
What's in the cyst?
I don't know.
Did you squeeze it?
No, I'm terrified of the fucking thing. I'm afraid if I pop this, I'll go flying around the room like a balloon.
But has it been drained at all?
No.
Has it just gone down itself?
Yeah, a little bit. They said, they were like, right, it's not big enough and obvious enough that it's a problem. I go, it's on my face and I'm a comedian.
Let's have a look.
It can't, it's went down, but you know, it just looks like I've way more defined here than here.
Can I feel it?
Yeah.
I squeeze it. I squeeze it.
Imagine you squeeze there and the temple and Miller side of my head pops.
And you've broken your toe.
Not my toe. One of my toes, not my big toe.
You can't
Fix them.
there's
or-
nothing you can do with a broken toe.
There's nothing we can do.
I've broken my big toe twice.
Oh no!
I never told you about
I
this.
don't know why I said it like that.
I broke my big toe when we were on holiday once, and me and my brother were playing.
Shagging.
Yeah, shagging. Yeah. Do you remember? Here's the thing. Do you remember the video of Jordan?
Yeah.
Katie Price,
Harvey's. mother?
Harvey's mum. Yeah. Do you remember she went out with Dane? Was his name Dane?
Cook.
Dane Matthews? Was it Dane?
Oh.
Fuck, it was like the lead singer of a boy band.
Do you know what? I know who you're talking about, or I feel like I have it
I'll
in my
find this
head.
out.
Sorry.
There is a video of them. Basically, he like toes her. Like she's sitting on the edge of a bath, and he toes her with his big toe. It's fucking disgusting. It's not that I keep getting Dane Cook. but-
Hold on. They're trying to wonder why Jordan's sitting there going like, "Do you know what? I have no idea why my kid came out all in bits. I can't believe
What's his
Harvey's
name?
turned out
Dane
the way it has."
Bowers.
Great.
Dane Bowers.
What were you doing before the child was born? Well, Dane Bowers was toe poking me in the fanny.
Right, here we go. Dane Bowers slates Katie Price for banging on about their sex tape.
Banging on. Stop banging on about it.
Fuck's sake. There's enough.
Launched a toe up her like he was Ronald fucking Koeman.
There we go. Like this is literally Dane Bowers has slammed Katie Price for still talking about their infamous sex tape. The former boys band singer, 49,
That's never good. Follow up, is it?
says he's amazed the ex-glamour model has brought up the X-rated clip. The tape shows a heavily pregnant Katie romp with Dane, who performed a sex act on her with his big toe.
She was heavily pregnant.
This is fucking
Are
disgusting.
you telling me there was nothing to do with chance? He just kicked it. He kicked the chromosome
Oh
out.
my god. Right. Dane, now in man band Boys on Block with Shane Lynch abs. It's a super group
Oh
of
god.
boy band cunts.
Great. What do you call it? Like not Soundgarden, My Crooked Vultures or what?
So he was
Okay. So,
he was in another level.
okay, I remember
He's
that.
fucking
yeah.
he's another level. Wow.
I can't even believe that he toe poked her.
Jesus Christ. That is insane.
On the edge of the bath too. In case I just feel like if you're doing anything near a bath, it's because you think it's all going to go wrong.
Jesus.
You need the bath to cup something.
Oh, disgusting.
Probably broke. That's how you broke
Bye.
water. Just fucking-
The way I broke my big toe, we were on a family holiday years and years and years ago, and my wee brother were playing football on the beach, and I went to punt the ball, and I caught it just under it, and under the sand there was a rock, and it's fucking rattled my toe against it.
That's not nice.
Awful.
Yeah,
There's nothing. Literally,
that's horrific.
There's literally nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You can't tape
Is
it
that
up.
like is that like a rib, like a floaty rib when they're like
Yeah, you can't fix it.
they're just like I have one
It'll
down there,
fix
it's all-
itself. It's
It won't fix itself if it's
no, it does. It seizes itself.
oh
Here's a thing.
Okay.
Right. Here's a thing.
I thought it was floaty.
This I cut my finger.
Oh right.
Right. So the other night I was making mashed potato. Right.
Yeah, there's no one sharp
No, right. This is the pre-mashed potato process. So I was cutting potatoes because you need to boil them first. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how you make your mashed potatoes.
Yeah, you do.
Boil them
yeah.
first, right? So I'm cutting
Fry
up
them.
I'm cutting up the potatoes, and they're quite hard potatoes. And I fucking slammed one down, and it went right through. And it was just me and Seamus in the house, and I fucking sliced. So there's a big flap of skin
Oh,
just
yeah.
rocking up, and it started bleeding immediately, like bleeding along.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's kind of going, oh no. And I'm like, right, I don't quite know what to do. So I'm kind of getting his help.
Yeah.
And having to wash it and then putting a plaster around it. And then he said something to me where he was like, Amy's sister, Katie, I don't know where they were, but she had cut herself. And he said, do you know what Auntie Katie did for it? She put cayenne pepper on it. And I was like, I don't believe that in the slightest. And I dismissed it massively. And then I was saying to Amy the next day, and she was like, no, that's right. And I was like, this sounds like
That sounds like like a joke.
utter bullshit.
Yeah.
I went on and Googled it, and apparently because it's got a capiskin or something like that in it, it basically fuses the wound together. And I thought it, so I was like, right, I'm gonna give it a bash, right? So I took the plaster I had off on it, right? So the thing's still flapping about. Dabbed on cayenne pepper. I thought it would sting like fuck. It didn't hurt in the slightest.
Okay,
right?
that's odd.
Put it on, 24 hours. Today went in for a shower, took the plaster off. It's seized. It's like seized up.
Okay, that's interesting.
Unbelievable. It's
it-
like a glue.
Are they not? That's the one thing though. It doesn't look good. It won't look good in action films. Do you know they usually?
Oh no,
burn
you
in-
can't. No,
Yeah,
no,
they're
you
usually
can't, no.
burning themselves with
Aye.
like a fucking.
No, that's cool. Aye,
yeah, yeah.
aye,
You kind
aye.
of sitting there going like,
Aye, aye. And like Predator, when Schwarzenegger just sprinkles gunpowder into the wound and then fucking sets it alight, like it's not. Aye.
Predators. He's like, Danny Treasure, you're bound to have some. Yeah, you're bound to have cayenne pepper.
It's like
Are you fucking kidding me? You're racist.
an incredibly posh action film. You got a cut, and a waiter comes along and just.
Cayenne pepper, yeah. Fucking hell.
Right. I'm gonna. I got these tonight, right?
All right.
Have you ever seen these mini eggs orange?
No.
Right. So Jay Lafferty, who I was working with tonight in Monkey Barrel, gave these for my kids for the Easter. They gave a packet each, and I'm so intrigued by
You're going to eat your kids'
mini eggs. Yeah, I don't get like they've still got a pack to share between them.
Okay,
But
alright.
I'm very, very intrigued by these mini eggs orange. So
I won't eat that many fucking.
it's quite a lot actually.
Fuck me. Put them in a bag. You know, like in Jurassic Park 3.
All right, actually.
Nicht so schlecht.
Oh, very nice. Yeah,
Job well done.
lovely.
This week's film, though.
yes.
This week's film is The Hangover.
Yes. As I've already said, I think the best comedy of the past 30 years.
You think this is the best? Right. I don't have it there, but it's up there. It's in the top 10 for me. Right. I don't know what it is.
I fucking howled laughing at this.
I think it's Zach Galifianakis for me carries it. Like, I
Yeah.
think he's unbelievable. Like, he's so funny. He's even remember that little period when he was just untouchable. You know, like it was like The Hangover 1 and 2 basically, and Due Date. I love Due Date.
yeah.
Due Date's fucking hilarious in the middle.
But it's just what I love about it is that like it's held up so much.
It has
Like, it's still hilarious, and there is not one bit in it. There's not one bit of Galifianakis that isn't funny.
Yeah.
Like literally
Yeah.
every single thing he does in
Yeah.
this entire film is hilarious.
They could have easily made him not that funny. Like, you know, that type of over the top
Yeah,
annoying
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Like, it happens every time, but he really made it his own. I like Zach Galifianakis. I like his comedy too. Have you ever seen Live at the?
I've never seen any stand up
You
at
ever
all.
seen Live at the Purple Onion?
No.
That's so good. It's really funny. He even did it. One of my favorite things I've ever seen him do. He was in that Comedians of Comedy, and he came on stage as there bound to be a YouTube of it somewhere.
Is that the thing where they go on tour?
Yeah.
It's like him, Maria
Patton Os-
Bamford, and
Patton Oswalt, yeah. And Brian Posnan.
Man, pardon, who's she?
He's in one of those things, like one of those American kind of TV shows, a big kind of decently. Oh God, you'll know his head if you've seen it. Anyway, Posehn, is it Posnan? Brian Posehn.
You'll know his head.
You'll know his fucking head when you see it, right? He's got a big fucking head in him, right? What do you want from me, right? Brian. Of course, what a place to not have it. When that loads up. There's the fucker.
Oh, I know him. He's in
What's the TV show I'm thinking of? His big one.
he's in a Christmas film that's incredible.
Just Shoot Me.
No, I've never seen it.
That's his show. But anyway, Zach Galifianakis is an 18th century comedian. It's the fucking funniest thing in the world. He comes on ringing a bell, going on about. He's like, I'm here, just back from New Amsterdam, and then he goes, he does this. He's really bad too. So he's ringing a bell, and he's got a big thing. He goes, God, jeez, I got a taxi here. I got in those stinking. I was like, what's that smell? You're the horse, right? And then he grabs a fucking. It's so funny. He goes, have you been hearing about this guy Benjamin Franklin? The electricity. What the fuck is he talking about? It's so good.
Very good.
It's so nonsense. Just fun nonsense. Good one-liners, like stupid one-liners, but in a good way.
I love his I love Between Two Ferns.
Yeah, it's great too.
I watch there's a clip. There's like a thing that keeps coming up on reels and all this kind of stuff, which is the outtakes.
I watched them all.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, some of the greatest.
Generally,
The bloopers are funnier.
the one with the John Hamm.
Yeah.
Where he talks about the having the suit from Mad Men
yeah.
up in the Smithsonian Museum.
Yeah.
He talks about the Cosby jumper.
Yeah.
Fucking howling laugh at that.
My favorite's when he asked, was it Tiffany Haddish? Was it, or who was it? He asked. He was just like, oh, so it says here you used to live in your car. Is it as good as it sounds? Is there a downside? It's so funny.
It's a good one with Brie Larson as well.
Yeah.
When he asked her what age she started her periods.
You named her daughter after a piece of fucking cheese. Good show. If you do know what we're talking about, just go and watch. Just type
just
in
Google between two films.
Their bloopers are great on TikTok.
If you've never seen this film, it is basically the ultimate stag do film.
This and The Ritual.
The what?
Channel 4 movie when they all die in the hills by some Nordic god. Good film though. It's the only other stag film I can think of.
Have you ever seen Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks?
No.
That's good. It's very funny, but the difference between this film, what I love about The Hangover is you never actually see the actual stag do.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's such a smart idea.
Apart from at the end,
when does the kid
when there's just the photos, but you never see it.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
It's a fucking good idea.
It's a ballsy idea.
It's ballsy.
You make a movie and then you go,
yeah,
well, leave out.
Because the stag do starts.
Yeah.
And then that's it. That's all you see of it. And
they wake up in a fucking So if you don't know, they basically wake up after a stag party and have to retrace one of the guys missing, and have to try and retrace.
Yeah, dude goes missing. They go to Vegas. So obviously we're going to talk later on about our Vegas experience.
We did the stag in Vegas. Yeah,
we did. Let's talk about Vegas now then.
Yeah.
I got, because I get very, very, I get quite emotional about stuff like that. Right.
Right. So you got.
I genuinely did. I was watching this because I watched this before we went to Vegas. Right now, I don't know if you remember this. We recorded the very first episode of this that has never been heard, and we didn't do a film. We just did a.
Oh yes.
We did one at the Monkey Barrel Studios. That was just the two of us talking about whatever. We never had a film.
Yeah.
To centre us.
Yeah.
And then we've never released it. We're going to release it eventually.
Yeah,
it's still sitting there. But it was the week before we went on Danny's stag do to Vegas.
Jesus.
And then we came back, and then about 2 weeks after we did the very first episode, Blade. Because I have wanted to go to Vegas since I've been a wee boy. Right. The first time I ever saw Vegas was in Diamonds Are Forever. Right, it's the only Bond film that's ever in Vegas, right?
Fuck's sake.
It's proper old Vegas as well.
Okay.
Right, it's like Sean Connery he's driving about and the Palms there, and I think Caesar's Palace is there, but he ends up.
But that's it.
He ends up putting a Cadillac on two wheels. And it's fucking class. It's class.
Okay.
That's the first time I ever saw Vegas.
Right.
And then I started to get obsessed with the mafia and the Vegas legend. And then ever since then, I've been like that. I need to go to this place.
Yeah.
So Danny's stag do was literally the best week of my life.
It was great. What a week, in fairness. Psychopaths at left, right, and centre.
But even now, even watching this, I don't think I could ever have fulfilled what I thought a Vegas stag do would need to be.
Yeah.
Because even the amount we did, I still go, we didn't do enough.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Always have.
But I don't know what it would take.
Yeah. Nobody got arrested.
Exactly. But I honestly, I reckon we could have killed a cunt.
Yeah.
And I would still be coming away going,
lobbed the waiter at the top
we
window.
really should have gone further. Like, it was like...
Oh, we did throw something out of it. You threw something out of a window, in fairness. I was very good. You threw the Queen out the window.
I threw the Queen out the window, yeah.
Like a full-size cardboard copy.
A full-size cardboard copy. But we did do a lot. But... Because when I was driving over tonight for it, I was thinking about this. And... Because I was listening to the Hangover soundtrack. And I was kind of going...
Good soundtrack.
Oh, it's fucking amazing soundtrack.
Like Danzig and shit.
Yeah. There's a Danzig song in every single one of Tom Phillips' films.
Yeah.
I didn't realise this.
Is there not? No,
Yeah,
I like Danzig. I don't like him anymore. He's a bit of a
Danzig?
Yeah,
How?
he's lost his mind, Glenn Danzig. He's went all fucking, racist. I'm pretty sure he's done racist, said some mad shit. But I good like Danzig though.
But
Band.
I was kind of going, the amount of stuff we did, and I was getting quite emotionally reminiscent about it.
Yeah.
I wish we'd done more, but you can't. Here's the problem, right?
Wait, there's 6 days.
No, but I know. But here's the crux of the whole thing, right? Because I was determined from the minute. I remember the morning I left, because I remember I think Amy dropped me because I was getting a bus from Glasgow to Edinburgh Airport, where you, Danny, and Gareth and Ali were.
Okay, yeah.
And then we were going to meet everyone else at Heathrow. And I remember drinking cans on the bus. And this is like half 8 in the morning, right? And I was so determined to enjoy every single second. But it's impossible because I was like, I need to be at a level of pissed all the time. But then... that you can't can't do that.
It's unsustainable.
It is unsustainable. and as I found out the night we went out in the Marvel characters, I don't remember a single minute of that.
Oh, that's
night.
right. That was a right mess in that.
Like I was fucked beyond belief that
My
night.
God. Remember, Jesus Christ. Remember, I didn't have the balls to do it, but I remember I didn't show Karen Gillan. We met Karen Gillan in the bar. I didn't have the heart to show my Nebula costume, which was honestly, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I must find the video, the picture of it. I bought a Nebula costume from China, and it got stuck, as usual, in like a port somewhere, and then got here, and my God, it just looked like...
It was horrific.
It was genuinely scary. It was nothing to do. Yeah. Look, it was just a big blue blobbed head. Yeah, real bad. And then our other thing was we'll just paint his head blue. And then I was bald in Vegas, looking like a blue man from the Blue Man Group.
We were like, we're assuming that a lot of people that are listening to this know our friendship group. When we went over there, the idea was one night, the second night we went out as Marvel characters.
Yeah.
And Cullen was Nebula. I was Thanos.
Yeah. You were my dad.
Yeah, what's your dad? So what? Fucking hell.
We could have done loads of jokes about that.
Oh man. But some of the costumes some of them were utter shit.
Yeah. Guilty.
Tom's vision was fucking terrible.
Oh, that's right.
Utterly terrible. Yeah. What was it? Was Elliot? Was he Rocket?
Oh, I can't remember. Well, no. I feel like Wall should have been Rocket. Who was Wall?
I thought, was Wall not Hawkeye?
Oh, I can't remember.
Honestly, I can't remember.
What the fuck with Elliot? Elliot should be that dude that floats around. The dude, one of Fanis's guys that, the way Fanis keeps bullying. He's played by that Irish dude. He's played by
Ebony Mall.
That's who Elliot is. Ebony Mall. That's him. Floating about annoying everyone.
Elliot's that cunt. The Blob.
Yeah.
Wolverine meets in the ring.
Good.
But what a week.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the weed store was freaky enough because we went in there and he was just like, well, why not try the Little Wayne range? And I was like, this is so bizarre. I hope you don't know. Like, in my head, I was like, this is normal for me. Like, I have to buy it in a car park. And this guy's like, why not try the Little Wayne range? He's like an iPhone genius. What type of flavors? I was like, well,
Just give me a head in, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't give a shit.
That's so funny. That was good crack. Yeah, God. We didn't do... I didn't do the gun range. Remember, we didn't have enough time. But Rich Massara did seem to get to the gun range and back. I can't remember why I didn't. And maybe I'd run out of money, to be honest. I think.
Rich Massara, right, who is one of our friends, and he used to do comedy. He's a handsome man.
With a gun.
With a gun. And so I was staying in the room with him. And Rich had probably, arguably, the classist Vegas
Yeah.
of all of us, because he did every single thing that the rest of us did.
Oh, he did all of them, but
He didn't do that. He didn't do the buffet. He didn't do that because
that was close.
he went to the gun range instead.
Oh yeah.
And I wish I'd gone. But I didn't want to, because we had a choice between the gun range and the buffet.
Was it a choice? I can't remember. Yeah, I that buffet was.
We only had
unbelievable.
one. We only had that day left.
Yeah, it definitely was the last.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And I wasn't missing that buffet because that was the best buffet I've ever been to in my fucking life. Yeah. But Rich went there. So he was showing me the program or what you could get, right? You could fire a fucking Tommy gun, like an actual Al Capone Tommy gun at the thing. So he fired like an M60. He fired a couple of pistols. That night, right? So that night, I don't know, I can't remember what you did. Me, Brett, Milo, and Barry went to see the Beatles show.
Oh, the fucking Cirque du
Soleil, yeah, which was incredible, the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, was it? Yeah. I avoided that because it's just a cool guy. I was like, I'll stay at the bar rather than watching,
Fucking Rich that night.
river dance in the air.
So Rich has spent the morning firing guns at range. He was then on the hinge or the fucking, what's the other one called?
Bebo. Hinge. Bumble. Rich is on Bebo trying to get tail. writing on their walls. One pumped. It's like some 18-year-old. The person's like 42 in real life now.
Well, this takes me back.
Last active 2004.
Hey, Rich went on like Tinder or something like that. Ended up shagging I think she was like Scandinavian.
Okay.
Stewardess who was there for like 9 hours, was just laying over, and then Rich met her in the bar it wasn't the Bellagio, but it was one of the nice hotel casinos. Met her in the bar, had a cocktail there, went upstairs, shagged, said the goodbyes, back to the hotel. I'm like that. What the fuck, man? Like,
and what were you doing?
I was literally holding Barry's cock. Both of us crying because we were enjoying the Beatles show so much. Like, we took mushrooms before we went to see that show.
Yeah.
And we both were like sitting there going, this is the best night of our entire lives.
I hated, what happened there was Daniel just kept making me take them, because, like, all the different things, because he just made chicken noises. And very toxic game of top golf. That was the funniest I've ever laughed. Good crack, though. I felt like a lot of, when you were watching this, there was a lot of stuff in it, obviously, that I liked it for the fact that, when he's betting and everything, and all the, that common meme where all the mathematics, he's doing the card counting. It reminded me of when I was crushing it on the tables.
Fuck, you were terrible.
Lost every fucking thing. That was great. I can card count. Do you know that?
No, you can't.
Yeah. There's 52 in each pack. Get it up, yeah. Get that right up, you.
I don't know, like...
Do you want to call your mom? Pick me up.
Have you read... Because I've read about card counting. And it doesn't seem that difficult.
I don't.
It's just adding one every time. Adding one or taking away one.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest.
This is how it works.
I don't know how you card count, no.
So, like, you know how, like, the face cards?
Yeah.
So you're 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. Every time one of them comes up, you add one to the count.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Anytime one of them doesn't come up, you take away one. And then once you get to a certain count, that's when you go...
Must be correct.
If you're on a low count, right, there's shitloads of them
I see what
in
you're
the
saying.
pack. So that's a good time to bet.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's basically it.
That doesn't seem too bad. Like,
It's not that difficult. The problem is keeping... Because if you're sitting at a table with 6 other people, you're having to watch them. You're having to watch your hand. You're having to watch the dealer's hand. So that's where you're like.
So that's why they're
blah,
doing
blah,
that.
blah, blah, blah.
Okay, yeah.
But practice, you fucking do it.
Aye. I don't know. Take the love out of the game, wouldn't it? I'd rather lose. I'd rather lose with honor. I'm not like Austin Powers when he keeps coming up today. Remember when he's like 5 stick? I also like to live dangerously. That's more my speed. Yeah. What a scene. I can't wait till we do Austin Powers.
God.
Stick.
Oh Christ.
No, 17 and a 4, wasn't it?
As a link to Austin Powers.
Milo. Like cravat wearing twat.
Heather Graham in this film.
Oh shit! Yeah, I love it. I like Heather Graham.
Listen, Heather Graham. Oh my God.
You're a big fan of Heather, are you?
Oh, in terms of 90s
Okay, right.
90s movie stars,
Okay.
right up there with the most stunning.
I don't know,
of all of them.
movie stars.
She's been in a lot of good
Yeah,
films.
she is. I'm not
She's in
saying
Boogie Nights.
Okay, right. Well, I think you're doing yourself damage.
Boogie Nights is a fucking great film.
It's all right.
It's fuck off.
It's all right.
The fucking Oscar-winning
Aye.
masterpiece,
Yeah.
Boogie Nights.
Mamma Mia won an Oscar too, bitch.
No, it didn't.
It won Best Film. Best Film. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it won Best Film.
It was either that or the boy in the striped pajamas. Mamma Mia! What?
Okay, now do Mamma Mia. Yeah. I was going to say that would have worked if they weren't literally just Mamma Mia in it. Yeah. Let me see what notes I have for this. I had some notes written down for this. So I turned on my phone. It was that Brian Preston dude just doing this. And I went, what the fuck? Do you see? Remember, here's a good one, right? Because you know at the start, I wanted to bring this up. Do you know when they first come into Alan, Zach Galifianakis' character, and he's got those little straps, the wee straps around his arse. You know, like that's very much your speed. I feel. I saw that and I was like, bet you Nelson has them wee bastards.
I don't even know what they are.
I don't know what they are. I was going to ask you it. I was like, bet you he knows. Like, I feel like you've got long johns covered in piss. Piss-stained long johns and you have a wee flap out the back.
What it right?
A dummy in your mouth.
I have a question. What do you wear in bed?
Okay, that's not good. I wear a pirate outfit. What's so funny about that? I wear just boxers. And
You just wear boxers?
Yeah, sometimes an old T-shirt if it's the winter.
Do you not wear the T-shirt you've had on that day?
Sometimes, yeah.
I go.
full shirt.
That's a hell of a
shirt and tie.
I wear pajama bottoms.
Okay.
Right, so like checked or striped trousers.
You gotta have a checker stripe, right?
I wear socks that are.
You wear socks?
Slipper socks.
Why would you? You wear socks in bed?
My feet get cold.
Fucker hell, right?
Right, so I wear slipper socks.
Yeah.
So like really
right.
big thick socks. I've got like a padded bottom so you don't slip.
Okay, in case you had slip in your dreams, you're not gonna.
Nah.
What are you talking? What you're on in bed?
I then wear either an old T-shirt or the T-shirt I've had on that day, and then an hoodie on top of that.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
I swear to God. I swear to God. Amy hates the fact that I wear this amount to bed, right? But I wake up most nights sweating my fucking arse off.
You're sleeping in a fucking hoodie. You're all skin's covered. You're all. I also underneath that I have a wetsuit underneath.
I properly wrap myself up as well.
Taking layers off.
There's not one morning I don't wake up with sweat pissing off me.
You've even got a condom on. for good measure.
Why have you got a sleeping bag on underneath the doofy? Shut up. I'm cold.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, that's fucked. They use the kids' money. I love the fact they use kids' money to fund the trip.
Bradley Cooper.
Huh? Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know, what a bad thing to do.
Bradley Cooper's fucking class in this.
They all play their roles really well because none of them do too far over the top.
Yeah.
And you know it's a good one. And you know, It's very funny that like that guy Doug would have gone like you're going to be the star in the Hangover, and then be not in the film.
He's not in it at all.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Even in the second one, they're like, "You stay at the beach."
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking insane.
He must have thought his life was going to change by
Yeah.
10. You got the lead role in the Hangover.
Because I didn't know, right?
Yeah.
I knew Bradley Cooper from Wedding Crashers.
From work.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper's in Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, he's like the.
I don't remember.
He's a
him
proper bell end brother.
Okay.
He's whoever. So Christopher Walken, whoever his daughter's engaged to, he's the boyfriend.
Okay.
Remember they play the
I
football game?
barely remember it.
Yeah.
I need to watch it again.
So he's in that. I'd never seen him apart from that at all. So
Okay.
he's fucking class in this. Galifianakis I'd never seen before.
Yeah, this was
film.
definitely his first big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed Helms I had never seen either.
Yeah, he was only getting.
But he was a massive star in The Office by this point.
Yeah, he's still in the leader. Yeah, okay.
But I've never seen The American Office. I've seen clips.
Okay.
I've never watched it.
It's brilliant.
So he was massive in that.
Okay, yeah.
Ken Jeong.
Yeah. He annoys me, but
My.
I don't know. I saw him turn up in The Shield. I'm watching The Shield again. My favorite show.
Yeah,
he turns up
yeah.
in The Shield in an
Does he?
episode. Yeah, I was like, eh. Anyway.
Have I told the story on this that I gigged with Ken Jeong?
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
I have,
Yeah, or maybe you just told me, but that's funny.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, we did because we
Yeah,
talked about the
yeah.
fact he was doing the voice.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, and he was guessing Mandy Dingle.
Yeah.
As if he knew the fuck.
But the fact that I think he's fucking hilarious in this film.
Oh, he is. He's very good.
There's so many wee bits.
Yeah.
So long, gay boys.
Yeah.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
He's a real doctor as well. Isn't that really fucked? He's a doctor in real life, and he was like getting into.
There's so many bits in this that I don't realise that I've used
Yeah,
in real life.
yeah.
See that when he wanks off and it just goes like that? I do that all the time with people.
Do you know what the best one of those is in This Is the End?
I've never seen that.
Have you never seen
No,
This
I've
Is the
never
End? It's
seen
one of
that.
the fucking funniest films. That's in my top 10. This Is the End is like End of the World with
Yeah.
Danny McBride. Because they're all locked in the house together, and James Franco's like, "Who the fuck come on my magazine?" He's got like a porn magazine, and then they all start fighting, but they're shouting so far away from each other in the house. I fucking come on everything. He starts going. Danny McBride's very funny to me. I love Danny McBride. He's like that, but good fun. We got to do that if you haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Do you know, like, speaking of that, remember when they did the baby wanking? So, right, first, here's why, right? So, at the start, he basically jokes he's not allowed near schools,
Yeah.
right? They make that joke, but they don't really come back to it. And then you see him wanking off a baby. So, basically, they're like, this man's basically a danger. He's like,
I don't think so.
he's too stupid to be, but it's
Yeah.
quite funny that they just left it out there.
Yeah.
What I felt was funny was who the fuck lets their baby go into that precasting? You know, if they're like, we're just going to get your baby, you would let your baby get wanked off.
I've got a story about this. A
Right?
story about the film. Right.
Okay, good.
So, I've decided, as we're now back, I'm going to research the films more. Right. So, obviously, when they're doing a film and they've got a baby in it, the parents need to be on set all the time.
Yeah.
In this scene, when they're kind of blocking it out and when they're getting all the cameras set up, it was just a doll that was sitting there because they can't have a fucking baby sitting there the whole time. So while they're rehearsing this scene, Galifianakis and Bradley Cooper are sitting there, and Galifianakis improvs this baby wanking itself off, right? It's like, oh no, not at the table, Carlos, like that, right? He then goes to Todd Phillips and says, it'd be really, really funny if you could do that. And Todd Phillips says, let me go and ask the parents, right? He goes over to ask the parents, right? It's just the dad there. The mum has gone to either lunch or something else. Right? He says to the dad, Galifianakis has just done this thing where the baby's wanking itself off. It's really funny. Would you have any problem with us doing that on film? The dad says, my wife's going to be back in about 20 minutes. Do you reckon you can get it within that time?
That's so funny.
That's fucking class.
That's great.
Because that is exactly what I would do. I'm like, of course, my God, yeah. Like,
just you have 20 minutes. She'll be at Subway by now, and it's only a 6-inch. Was there another part when he tries to wank in the plane, and he goes?
No, that's so right. That ties into it, right. I have got a list of about 10 bits in this that I think are some of the funniest bits in any comedy film.
Okay, right.
Carlos, the baby wanking at the table, is one of them.
Okay.
That bit where they're talking about card counting. It's on the car ride to Vegas. They're talking about card counting, and they say it's illegal, and then Galifianakis says it's not illegal. It's just frowned upon, like masturbating on a plane. And then Bradley Cooper goes, no, I think that's illegal. And he went, yeah, it is now after 9/11 when everyone got so sensitive. And then he goes, thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Can't wank in the plane because of Finland.
That's a fucking... The other ones, when they go and they try to piece everything together and they realise that Bradley Cooper has been in the hospital and they go and see the doctor, right?
Yeah.
And the doctor's examining an old man and he gets him a cough, right? And he says to the old man, like, pull your pants up and I'll see you again next week. And then he turns to them and just goes, fucking howling laughing at that. Oh, shit, what were the other ones? I've got them written down.
I love that one about the thanks Bin Laden. As if you're like, that's such a funny thing. Can't even pull my cock out in the ferry. Thanks, ISIS.
When Stu's realised he's married Heather Graham. They go to her apartment and she's got his ring on. And he goes, she's wearing my grandmother's ring from the Holocaust. And then Galifianakis goes, they gave out rings at the Holocaust.
Yeah. They gave out rings at the Holocaust. Yeah.
Oh, fucking
That is
hell.
excellent. That's top class.
Oh my
I
God.
forgot about the Holocaust line, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
They give out rings?
Right, some of the other facts.
Yeah.
Ed Helms, who plays Stu, do you know he gets his tooth knocked out? Right.
Tyson, no?
No, but like, well, not. Do you know how? Like,
Oh, right, okay.
just like you know how
Okay.
he gets his.
That answered it too literally.
That wasn't like CGI or anything. He has no tooth there.
Oh, really? Okay.
He never grew a tooth there.
I don't like.
So the entire time he's lived with this fake tooth,
So,
and that's all they did. They just took that out.
oh, great. Okay,
Yeah.
didn't know that. I'll take that.
Right, Tyson. Right, we'll talk about Tyson in a minute. Tyson only agreed to appear in this film because he was so addicted to cocaine and needed the money to fuel his habit. Right? He's on record saying he's off his fucking tits in every single minute of this film.
Great. He did look it, in fairness.
He's coked up beyond belief. Right? Do you know how many? Do you know how many? That was one of Tyson's tigers. Do you know how many tigers he owns?
8.
9.
I think he had.
He's got 9 tigers.
He's such a fucking lunatic. Have you ever seen his? I used to watch abandoned videos, like people going into abandoned shit, right? But there's a great one with Tyson's old mansion when he had after the rape stuff and it all tanked, and people climb into his old mansion because it didn't sell or whatever
Really?
reason. Yeah, I don't know if it's sold now. But you used to go into this massive big room, and it was clearly where the pool was, and then at the back's the tiger cages and stuff. That you see them walking through, like the old tigers. You're like, what type of a fuck? That's a level of wealth. It was like, do you know how it looked? It felt like you're walking at the. I feel like Tyson and El Chapo had the same type of thing going on. Wild animals out the back, like cocaine everywhere.
I fucking love Mike Tyson.
Well, yeah, well,
Genuinely, I think he seems like a good laugh.
yeah.
I mean, I think the best boxer of all time, bar none.
Okay.
Fuck Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, you just like
Right,
your
I
Showtime.
I think Tyson, he's an animal.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Have you seen him training for the
Yeah,
Jake Paul fight?
That is an old video that was put out.
Was it?
Yeah, it was proven wrong, but
yeah, that's a shame.
I mean, like 2 years ago when they actually just before that and after that video, Tyson's recently been saying that my body does not work left, and I don't think I have long left. So he's basically thinking, I don't think I have long left to live, and now he's fighting Jake Paul. So it's a little bit less of a.
See, there's been loads of like rumors that have been proved to be, because when I first heard it, I heard there was like a clause in the
was
fight.
that the Nokia clause? Was that not?
Yeah, but apparently that's bullshit. I heard that they had to. First of all, I heard they had to wear headgear.
Oh, never. Yeah, you told me this one,
which is bullshit.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
The no KO clause is bullshit as well. I don't know if they. Apparently, they have to wear lighter gloves.
Lighter gloves, okay.
But it's free on Netflix. Like, there's no way nobody's not watching it.
Yeah.
Like, people can talk as much as they want about how much shite it is.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch it, like.
Probably.
Of course you will. It's like, remember when celebrities used to do boxing? No. Do you remember, who was it? Like Anthea Turner's husband fought like fucking Noel Edmonds or some shit.
No, I don't remember these.
Do you remember there was like a big celebrity boxing
I
concert
know there was an exhibition fights back in the day, but I never, no.
Aye.
I don't think I
Do you
remember
remember this? Do you remember when Michael Barrymore fought a plumber?
Fought off an inquisitive policeman at the front door. No, go on, it's just a party, we'll get them out. Is that a blob of hair floating in your pool? Is that a blob of hair?
Oh, God.
You know what really annoyed me in this? When he proposes at the wedding, when the guy proposes at someone else's wedding, I think that's that can fuck off.
Yeah.
It's like dying at someone's funeral.
Because you're going to be Gareth's
what a wild
best man.
What a wild choice that was.
So anyway, any Absolute Cuts fans that know us and know Gareth's Law, Gareth's getting married at some point in the future.
Yeah, next year. Yeah.
And he had the choice of who he was going to pick as his best man, and he's chosen Cullen, and it's a good choice in theory. In practice, it's going to be very, very entertaining.
Yeah. I reckon I'll be flawless.
So it was when I was in Altitude that Gareth announced this, right? And I told Amy, and Amy went, "Oh, that's nice," right? Seamus was with us, and he went, "What?"
You should not be the reaction from what age is Seamus now?
8.
That should not be the reaction of an 8-year-old. An 8-year-old just went, "What?"
The speech is going to be phenomenal.
Same opener.
Imagine.
Steve, for 2 minutes
Imagine
to get that one.
None of you know who I
am. Oh man. Good Jesus! What a wild! I kind of did feel when he said it. I was like,
where do you think the stag do is going to be?
Where? I know where it probably is going to be, but I'm not going to say it here. But he
say
also
here?
probably knows. Like he kind of heavily hinted where he wanted it to go.
Eastern Europe.
No.
Britain.
I'm not telling you. I'll not tell you on this.
No, but give us a hint of Britain.
No.
Not Britain.
That's it. I'm not saying anymore. You've already ruled out for somebody. You managed to rule out half of Earth there. Well, Eastern Europe and Britain. Imagine if I Guatemala.
See if it's Magaluf. I will fucking die. I will genuinely die.
Imagine Guatemala. And they're getting their own tigers. You know when they shows, it's a good scene filming wise. It reminded me the camera when he wakes up. Ed Helms wakes up first of all when he shows how hungover he is when he's wandering around. They use that camera like in Lock Stock when he loses the card game, makes you feel sick or hungover. Really yeah, good scene. And then there's the tiger in the toilet. What would your reaction be if you did that? Because I reckon I'd piss on the tiger, which would be the worst thing to do.
Yeah.
Because he walks in the bathroom, there's a tiger, and he just So that was free his piss, and he looks and he goes, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. I reckon that. I mean, my initial reaction would be to shit myself because there is a tiger there.
I don't know.
But then I don't know.
I reckon the tiger would fear me. I reckon
There's not a chance a tiger.
of course it would. He'd look at me, right, and because he would have seen, he would get PTSD. He'd be like, "This is a gladiator." I bet you I remind him of a gladiator. That's all. That mind you, that would be a real old tiger then, if you knew what the fuck I was talking about.
But the tiger must, in that kind of situation, the tiger must be confused as well.
This is another one of my toxic traits. My first one is feeling I could survive a tsunami by running directly at it, right? That's my one thing. I just feel like
Would you like dive into it?
yeah, I feel like I would survive if I just
do you
run
know
down
what?
a beach directly
Do you know
at
what?
it.
I've thought similar.
Right? Okay. That's what I feel.
At no point, because you go, it's just water.
I run there, get there first before shit.
Just swim. Like,
Well, I bet you I'm doing this now, and then somebody's going to come in and go, "It's like being hit by 16, whatever trucks." But
it can't be if you hit it. If you hit it at the right point. Do you know what I mean? But if the wave's coming to you, if you take the wave at the bottom and then swim upwards, surely all of the force has gone over you already.
I feel like there's many different ways. All I'm saying is I feel like I could survive a tsunami by running at it. Right. My second is I feel I could tame a tiger myself.
One I'm not as in agreement with.
I reckon I could tame a tiger. I reckon you'd come in and I'd be sitting there rubbing its wee head. What do you call the two fucking gay fellas, Cirque du Soleil, that had tigers?
Siegfried and Roy. Do one of them not get mauled to death? By the end
yeah, wasn't it? Was that
they were tigers.
yeah. I saw the video. I don't know if he died in that, did he? I've seen a couple of them tiger going mad, and they're like, it comes with the captions like, Earth is fascinating. At Earth is fascinating, and it's like a caption going like, "Don't mess with Mother Nature." These are wild beasts, and then it's just like a lion tamer going whipping it, and then the tiger just biting his face off. Yeah.
Right. Do you want to know who the other actors that might have played the place?
Oh my goodness! This is. I'm trying. Can I think of the worst?
You can, aye.
Let me think. Right.
Take Galifianakis first.
Okay.
Right. Do you want to know who was considered?
Yeah.
Jack Black was turned it down. He was the first choice. I think it would have been shite.
Probably not the right. He's not the right. I'm not saying he would do a bad job. Definitely not as good a job. But yeah, it's the wrong person.
He's too loud.
He's too. Yeah. That's what I was saying about overplaying it.
Yeah, he would have overshadowed everyone else. And if it wasn't going to be him, before one of them you can understand. One of them's weird. Jonah Hill. Largely because of the Todd Phillips stuff he'd worked on.
I thought you were going to say largely because of his weight.
But Jake Gyllenhaal.
As Zach Galifianakis?
Yeah.
That would have been fucking...
That's weird, isn't it?
William Dafoe. William Dafoe.
William
Dafoe.
Old Willie Dafoe. Right, for Bradley Cooper's character, Paul Rudd was the first choice.
That wouldn't be... he's too... no, that wouldn't have been as good.
I don't think it would have been as good, but I could see it.
Paul Rudd could have played Ed Helms is better. Not well, but I have a wife, more straight edge. Yeah.
And the other one was Vince Vaughn, largely because of old school.
I would take Vince Vaughn in anything. I think Vince Vaughn could have fit in there more than anything.
And then for Ed Helms' character, it was supposed to be Jeremy Piven, which I think would be all right, actually.
Okay. You're liking all the dodgy lads in this.
I think it would be quite good.
Piven and Tyson.
And then after he turned it down, they considered Will Ferrell and Seth Rogen.
Okay,
Just
right. Just because. Why
they
would
were
you not
always about,
consider? I presume if every person that writes a comedy film goes, let's consider
Yeah,
Will Ferrell or Seth Rogen.
especially Todd Phillips.
Yeah, he's got a batch of 8 people to pick
Yeah,
from.
exactly. Yeah.
I reckon. Do you know how I would like for Bradley Cooper's part? Jimmy Nesbitt. I'm telling you, I'll push Jimmy Nesbitt in any film.
Any film.
Any film. Jimmy Nesbitt would fit in any film.
Jimmy Nesbitt as Meryl Streep in Sophie's Choice.
Starship Troopers. You could put Jimmy Nesbitt in Starship Troopers or Super Troopers, and it would work.
Jimmy Nesbitt as Nicole Kidman's character in Moulin Rouge.
Tom Cruise and Jimmy Nesbitt in Eyes Wide Shut.
Rain Man.
Rain Man. Imagine Jimmy Nesbitt in Top Gun. He plays Maverick.
Jimmy Nesbitt in that film Mask with the big ugly
Man in the Iron Mask. I'm telling you, Jimmy Nesbitt would work for anything. So Jimmy Nesbitt would be my point. Okay, that's cool though. Yeah, there's no need for the.
And
whoa,
the Dan Band, our old pals, the Dan Band appear at the end.
Yeah. Which one was it in this? The Candy Shop.
They do Candy Shop, and that's another one of the funniest bits.
That when he
talks around and flips the old guy.
He flips the old guy off.
Candy Shop. And then they do
hit the spot.
And then they do a version
Back
of
up
Fame as well.
Yeah, he's great. The flipping the fingers, top class. I remember that.
Oh Christ, it's so funny.
Do I have anything else here? No, not really. That's pretty much it. Apart from they open the car door on the baby, which was completely completely unnecessary. I enjoy the completely. There's like oh.
There's so many bits. The bit where they go to the police station and they get tased.
Oh yeah,
That's so funny as well. When he says, I showed the kids this scene the other day because I said to Amy, I was like, can I show them a scene from Hangover? And she was like, what scene? I was like, it's a bit when they go and they was like, right, okay. Big hit, and they were fucking howling laughing. When Seamus keeps doing it to me, right? Because first of all they tase Ed Helms and he falls to the ground, and then they get the actual fucking full gun out. And they go, okay, handsome, come over here. And then Zach Galifianakis steps forward and goes, not you, fat Jesus.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And Seamus has been doing it.
Not you, fat Jesus.
When he's shouted for stuff, and he was like, can somebody make me some cereal? And I'll come in and he goes, not you, fat Jesus.
Great. That's excellent. Top 10.
Oh, Christ.
Right.
What a film.
That was a good choice. Again, I always felt like we veer way more in the comedy films because they really take the comedy.
Yeah.
But that's
the funniest comedy film we've done.
What other big?
We've done Old School. We've done.
It's better than Old School. Like I do like Old School.
We did. What's the one before Knocked Up?
No, it's
Done
definitely
Road
better.
Trip.
It's better than both of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely better than Knocked Up.
Best one we've done.
Definitely. Okay. Yeah, I think so. I mean,
We've not done Blazing Saddles yet.
Yeah, we've not done Super Bad yet. I've got a good one for next week, right?
Right.
I think this is, first of all, the film I said Independence Day. I had a tape of Independence Day and this film, right? I had a tape of both, and I've watched both at least. I've seen this film about 30 times, but I haven't watched it in at least 10 years, right? And I think it's our first Harrison Ford.
Oh. Is it? Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it Patriot Games?
No.
Oh
It's
yes! Oh yes!
Air Force One.
Fantastic.
Harrison Ford, Gary Oldman. This is gonna be a blast because I have seen this more than pretty much every film. I have not seen it in a long time. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time. I saw the fucking thing and went, well, Air Force One showed its face.
Yes.
Yeah. So
excellent choice. Right. Thank you for listening in, and welcome back.
Yeah. We'll be around now. We'll be able to do
Yeah.
that.
Oh no, from now on it's fucking plain sailing.
Yeah.
Until Cullen's cyst turns out to be cancer. Then we're gonna have to do it from our hospital bed.
It's still swelling.
I can't think of anything we need to plug.
Fuck all now. I
mean,
mean,
we both have fringe shows.
Yeah. That's in fairness.
We should probably start.
Yeah, you may as well. Like, yeah.
I mean, I don't have a poster.
No, nobody has a poster. I just took a random.
Some of them do.
Well, that's
wanks.
Yeah. I'll aim for one. Hopefully by June.
Nothing. Honest to God, see the day
You shouldn't even have your show title. You should be raging about what you put in as your show title.
Exactly.
Not that,
And it was, so it happens, I think it was like the second last day of altitude. I was sitting and the kids were in the pool. They're in the pool with Brett's son, Sonny.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, I was almost falling asleep beside the pool. And then all the stuff started to come out. And I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot I'd registered the Fringe show. And then there was people coming out with fully formed posters. But not just posters, trailers. Like fucking trailers and different photos they had taken.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, honestly, fucking Christ, you fucking nerds.
yeah. It's
like,
too nerdy.
What's wrong with you, you needy cunts? It's fucking March, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. It
The
was
thing
March.
Starts in August. Stop this relentless fucking self-promotion shite.
And you should only have 20 minutes of your show at max now.
I don't have 1 minute.
I have I'd say I have 20 now, right? But I didn't do one last year.
Yeah, and listen, and listen, don't get me wrong, I'm panicking like fuck.
Yeah, but
that I have nothing.
Yeah, but that's like a real.
It'll come together.
yeah.
This isn't the way you should do it.
Yeah.
Like, you should be writing stuff, but also you shouldn't be that prepared promotionally.
Yeah,
writing it, fair enough. See if you've started writing it in October. Fair enough, right? Cool. Don't be fucking promoting the cunt by now, for fuck's sake.
No, properly.
Sad pieces of shit. It annoys me so much, man. I fucking hate them.
I did see a couple of full
so
posters going up and going like
fucking industry.
So anyway, where's your show?
Mine's in the Monkey Barrel. Mine's in the Monkey Barrel, where most of these cunts are as well. Right? Yeah, they fucking know who I'm talking about, right? And they're all fucking, and then the fucking awards will come along, and they'll all be fucking sitting there. And hopefully they have their wee fucking WhatsApp group that I'm not invited into again.
This is what is going on. You weren't invited in a WhatsApp group, and you haven't let it go. Here it all comes out. Lionheart over here. Fuck's sake.
But yeah, so the Monkey Barrel, it's literally the same room and the same time.
No, sweet.
That has ever been, and it'll be the same all the time, because they won't give me one of the other better rooms.
Yeah.
Because they know I'm suited and I'm never going to complain about being in that fucking smelly fucking room.
They offered me a show at midnight.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah, I was pissed off.
Which room?
Tron. I was like, I do run gigs in here. I was like, I do run roast battles in here.
The proper one.
And they were like, do you want to run I was like, well, are you going to do roast battles there? And they were like, we have 2 dates for you in the main room. And I went, fucking wow, for fuck's sake.
What time's yours at?
10. I'm on at 10 o'clock in Underbelly. Underbelly. Rubber. Dexter. Underbelly Dexter. Milo used to be in the room in Bristol Square.
That's a nice room, actually.
Yeah, it's in Bristol Square. So 10 o'clock, Bristol Square. It's all up on the fucking website. It's called Cullen in the name of. I wanted to call it
That's a good name.
But I wanted to call it Cullen Them Softly. But Dave Chappelle had Killing Them Softly, and I thought people would go like, so
I think Cullen in the name of was much better.
Cullen in the name of. I wanted to call it that for ages, and I just went, oh,
it's
fuck
better
it.
than that. Remember that last show you had where you did that Latin shit?
Yeah. I've had some nightmare ones. I had because I usually made them up. I had Guantanamo Bay with BAE. Remember that?
I do. Yeah, that was funny.
And it was me badly beaten in a photo. Dreadful show. What the fuck else? I had daddy issues. I had, which was just very not me. And then I had, I don't know. Either way, fucking bollocks. Razor. I had Razor.
Oh yeah, I remember that as well. Yeah.
That was more my speed.
So they're both on the. If you go to Ed Fringe and search either of our names, or I imagine mine will be on the Monkey Barrel website. Yours will be on the Underbelly.
Yeah, nobody types in the Underbelly website.
Nah, just Google.
Like, fucking name in French.
Yes, exactly. Like,
yeah, no, so much.
Do you know what? I'll change I will change the wee thing underneath.
I've done that. I do that all the time.
I'll change the wee thing underneath the
link
podcast.
Tree.
The link.
Yeah.
The links to our things. So you'll get them there.
You don't need to say it like you'll fucking get them there.
Yeah. No, like we'd really love you to come along,
Fucking
but
what?
it's too fucking early. Why would you be buying like?
Unless,
you have
some
to wonder.
some people like planning ahead.
But you
Mark.
have to wonder
I
what
wouldn't
kind
do
of fucking who's buying?
Unless they're getting their weeks off work, and they're planning their week, and then they
Come
go.
on the weekend then. Mine's at 7. You don't need a time off work.
Yeah.
Yours is at 10. You definitely don't need time. Nobody. That's a bullshit
I've
excuse.
ruled out the whole service industry.
Right. If you. Nobody.
I think mine's is like 10 past 10 as well. It's not even.
It's
like
nice
10 to-
if you've bought tickets already, but why? Like we're not fucking Springsteen. We're not like you go fuck. I better buy these tickets right now because they might be gone. There's fucking thousands of the
If you've
cunts
listened to
left.
this, I've bought the ticket for Ryan. I'm like, you're the only one.
No one's bought a ticket.
You're the only. I haven't actually checked the numbers if I sold any. How do you even? Can you do that?
You get a link apparently.
I'm not going to get into that until it's
No.
literally August 1st.
What I prefer to do is on the day try and buy tickets for your own show, and then you see how many's left.
Okay.
That's what I do every day.
Do you know what I actually I'm taking this one. I might do this one seriously. I know you're like, Ryan, this is like your 6th Fringe show, but I feel like this one, I mean, like you've beaten it. My one's how little I've cared for the Fringe, and it's been bad. Yeah, you remember the time I was doing my own tech and I was doing my thing like last year. The last one I did, the stand was a little bit better. I was like, all right, I'll put a bit of a form in this, but this one I'll give it a bash.
Well, you got it. It's Underbelly now.
That's
so
it.
It's like
I have to fucking.
it's one of the big 4.
I have to go and fucking
Yeah.
robbing everyone, charging them to go into their own houses.
And then flyering as well. Are you gonna fly your own show?
Not gonna do. I'm never.
Are you gonna
fly.
hire a flyer?
I would only ever drive people away from my own show. Flying.
You'll probably get flyers with Underbelly.
I've got flyers and I'll get comedy. Like,
Oh yeah, fuck! I forgot you've got an agent.
we team,
Yeah,
we team get
you're
comedy.
fucking agent. So yeah, go on and buy them.
Bunch of, and there's roast battles. There's 2 roast battles as well.
Oh yeah, roast battles.
They're later again. They're at like 11. They're like a late show. Which
Oh,
is
you doing roast battles during the?
only 2 showcases.
All right, cool.
He's filling in blanks.
When's the next
essentially.
roast battle? Like regular show?
May 14th.
May 14th.
You're doing that one.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah,
You're gonna. So far, we have you down with Wall as judges.
yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, and a load of I haven't figured out. who
I've
I'm
never
doing.
judged before, but
It's good. It's hit and run.
It's just fucking taking the piss out of spastics, isn't it?
That's it. That's it, Your Honor.
Thank you for listening to the episodes, and we shall see you next week for Air Force One. Goodbye.